International break is finally over. Time to get back to the football. Right, hello and welcome to the Matchday Vlogs YouTube channel. As always, please remember to smash that like button and hit subscribe because it really does make a difference to the channel. We're here this evening to talk about the upcoming fixture, Friday night. Shudders. Friday night against Leicester City on the lights at St Mary's, 8 p.m. kickoff. We'll also be having a look back to another loss to Sunderland. Jack will be taking us through that. Sadly, recent defeat, spoiling our perfect record in the Women's Championship League. And we'll also be looking ahead to see, is Kamini Sulemana the answer? And the question being, Nathan Teller, baby. As always, this show is proudly sponsored by the guys over at matchdayvlogs.com. So go and check them out for all your needs there. There will be some mugs coming soon in addition to these two mugs. So we check out those. They'll be coming soon. If you've got any logo designs or anything like that you want put on them, let us know in the comment section and they'll go on there. You know the score by now. Let us know where you're watching the show from. Nothing too specific, that would be weird. It's always fun to know how far this broadcast spans to. I think we've had the west coast of America, even as far as Australia. I think that's kind of like exactly.
Have we not had New Zealand? I thought we had New Zealand as well. Surely,
I think we've had New Zealand as well. Yes, that's quite something. But it has been a minute. Jack, how are you? And did you enjoy the win against Scotland last night? Was it last night? It was last night.
It was last night. Do you know something? I did actually. I took the time to sit down and watch it. I even watched a little bit pre-game and tried to get into the actual mood of things.
Yeah.
I tell you what, doesn't Jude Bellingham make you excited?
Oh, he's fantastic, isn't he?
He's amazing. And I honestly I put a tweet out last night saying I hope he never plays in England because I want to enjoy him. And I was thinking about it last night. I was like, yeah, if he just spends like all that time at Madrid and he goes to Inter and he can just be this insane English player that just stayed abroad, absolutely dominated around Europe, an absolute legend. Because the moment he comes to the Premier League, then he suddenly he's on someone's side, and I don't like any of them sides.
Yeah, exactly.
However, I respect, I respect the Birmingham retired as number thing. I'm like, that's a great way to leave.
Never play in the league again. Never play the EFL
never come
again.
back to England and be like, boom, I'm now at England. They've retired my number. And I can just enjoy him. It was the first time probably since maybe the Euros in 2004 that I thought I want an England top with a player on the back.
Yeah, that's the one. And then you wouldn't be any kind of conflicts there. Ethan, I'm not sure I should support you tonight after getting hammered off Sunderland. I know, the shame of it. Twice as well. So do we uncover that? We kind of did that, didn't we? In the recap.
I forgot all about that recap. Yeah, we have kind of done that. So, but I guess we've got to talk about it a little bit because otherwise we can't go forward. We have to cover the past, the step forwards. Come on, let's just pull the band-aid off. I had to do it twice, so
yeah, sit through that. Although I think well, let's do the women's one first because I only saw the score there being a 1-0 narrow loss. But when I messaged you, you said it should have been 5-1 Saints. Were you just a bit high on the cakes, or were you?
No, we were just they were so many missed opportunities, but just like how did that not go? And so many times did the ball trickle across the face of goal.
Right.
We were pretty sluggish first half. Well, it was a lot like when we saw them play against Blackburn, where they were really sluggish in the first half, and the second half, you thought the fire was going to come out, then they concede.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, right, that's fine, got to come back from this. And then it wasn't until sort of like Lloyd Smith came on when things took a bit of a turn. She made a few good passes, and yeah, we should have just buried it really. Again, Lloyd Smith had this, it was a bit like Shea against Wolves, that free header in front of goal, like it wasn't as easy.
Really?
But it was just like when you sort of like try to finesse shot on FIFA and you do it wrong, so it goes absolutely the wrong direction. It was just like hard to watch, but they were still wicked. They still look really good. It was just they should have put their chances away.
Yeah. Of course, it means that we are 2 wins and 1 loss, which isn't a bad start to the campaign.
No,
but
still, I think they're still tied top of the league because they went into that game with sort of a game in hand, but I can't remember. I don't know what the rest of the league
they're
looked
about
like.
seventh now.
They dropped down to 7th now.
Yeah, I think because other teams that got like a draw, it's pretty narrow, But yeah, and then the 5-0 drumming away for the men's team to come off. I think that the big headlines there are it was too early to bring in Mason Holgate, and that's all I got really. I think Baz is probably a bit harshly done by. I think in a lot of this.
Listen, going into the season, you know exactly how I felt about Baz, but the season started, so you've got to back him and say like, right, this is who's in goal, who's at fault for them,
Yeah,
and yeah, I don't think any of those goals were really his fault. Really, even that was it the third goal from range.
mm-hmm.
It was took the deflection. Well, not sorry, he saw it late, and it was difficult. But you can't. Like, I saw that stat today that it's like Baz has got 50% save rate. And I do feel that if a shot goes on target and it's a good enough shot, it goes in.
Yeah,
and it's harsh on Baz.
Yeah, but is that because like
because I've seen so many go in? That's why.
Yeah, I know, but
what's
the
in
way
front of
our
him.
defense is set up, is it just leaving it wide open?
I mean, it is, but I just can't help but think if you had like, well, let's say big time. Let's say you had De Gea there.
Yeah.
I think some of those don't go in.
I don't know.
Not all of them. Not all of them. I still think it's a fair amount that will still go in because
more
he's been left open.
I think more go in.
I just don't. I don't. I say more go in if you had any other goalkeeper playing in the back five like he does, we would concede way more because they would just get out of pressure and they would fumble. Baz is great on his feet. In that back line, passing the ball around, he's calm as you like. He's great.
Yeah.
And that is what he's doing the majority of the time.
Yeah, it is. It is. I mean, we're playing a certain way. Our XG looks amazing, but we've now conceded more goals than anyone else in the championship, which for our aspirations is a worry. In fairness, though, Russell Martin did put his hands up and say, "This one's on me. I got it wrong."
Yeah, I mean, I think going into that game when you see Holgate in that position, you think, okay, well, he's a Premier League player, just come in. You might know, but when you really think about it, it was like he's coming out of that Everton side. No player's going to come out of that thinking, right,
They're shocking.
They're so bad. And if you've been told to leave that squad, you're probably not going to feel too amazing.
No.
And you are new to this system.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike, some of the other players, like when you see if you were to see Fraser start, you wouldn't be too worried. When you see, Manning start, he's going to fit the system. Even when Stewart's fit, I wouldn't be surprised to see him quite quick because he knows what he's going to see. But Holgate's one of those players where you're like, right, he is new to what's going on.
Yeah.
And we know how leaky the centre back are and how bad that defensive. So not to be at 100% isn't kind of going to cut it. Especially when we're trying to do what we want to do. Yeah. And also when you've got, I know Howard Bellis came in quite late, but he's still relatively fresh to his feet and good, And you also got Charles on the bench, and you've done that enough already. Charles knows he's not going to stay in that position.
Did you say we got Prowse on the bench? So
Charles.
Charles. Sorry, Charles. Yes. Sorry.
Yeah. Charles on the bench. I don't even know what name that was you just said.
Yeah.
A dead man. I don't know what you're talking about.
Still a sore point.
Might as well have said Danny Ings, pal. Or Charlie Austin. That's how I think of him now.
Yeah, indeed. I mean, it was kind of, in a way, it was the best time to lose badly, I think. Given the fact that we had a 2-week break, we just got in Howard Bellis in. So you've got to think that our backline is going to consist of him and another. I mean, there was much talk about how on earth that Howard Bellis didn't get moved to a Premier League club, and is it the signing of the window? And I think time will tell on that. And I particularly like the deal where, if we are to get promoted, then there's Is it an obligation to buy or an option to
I
buy?
believe it's an obligation to buy. It is. I agree. I think it's the most exciting one for
Yeah.
the potential. Because let's be honest, like we say, if it's an obligation to buy, that would means if we keep him, we've gone up.
Right.
And to start your Premier
Win-win.
League run with that kind of persona in the team, it's very Southampton.
Yeah.
It's very
Yeah.
Southampton, which I
It's
love.
the deal. It's the deal that Burnley should have done for Nathan Tella, isn't it?
Pretty much.
As you said, he's on loan, option to buy for 20 million, obligation to buy for 20 million if you get promoted.
Yeah, but they were never going to pay 20 million, were they?
No, they won't. No.
It was an obligation to buy for 15, where he maybe had a bit of a lower rating, but I think even if you were Aston Saints last season, he probably still wanted 20 mil for Teller.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Oh my goodness. So I got a comment. I've got to read out here. It's from Luke. My missus has been induced on Friday. Congratulations. And this weekend, a future Saints supporter will be born. Absolutely, I love that. I'm sure you've already got the kit from the club shop ready to go. Saints will win, and my son will be born. Oh, what a night that would be.
If we win 1-0, surely the goal scorer's getting the name right. Surely.
Do you like Cal Medina as a name? Is that on there?
Yeah, I think that'd be great. That would mean perfect for a boy or a girl.
Indeed. No, but absolutely, congratulations. I'm sure it's a very special time in your life, regardless what happens on Friday night. So enjoy. So yeah, this Leicester side though, very decent start to the campaign, but there has been the question mark over them, similar to what we've had, of like, yeah, but they haven't really played anyone decent yet. Is that fair?
I mean, it is fair, but we still if you still look at the teams, I still think this league hasn't started going yet, and I think the best teams that this league have to offer are still kind of less than the Leicester. Like I won't put us up there because I'm not. I honestly look at teams like Cardiff and think that they'd beat us, because I had previous thinking we're going to beat them and then having a tough time.
Yeah.
But when I see Leicester going up against teams, I'm just like, I just think Leicester look like a Premier League squad. And they should be beating people. And I've not actually seen the highlights from the whole game and seen kind of what went on. But I'm not going to imagine it was anything as bad as what happened to us.
Yeah. I mean, they're not massive scorers. I mean, that said, they haven't scored more than 2 goals in a game. Let's run through them. So when we played Sheffield Wednesday on that opening weekend, who did they have? I haven't got it here. Sorry, is it lined up with the Carabao Cup win? Anyway, they won. I know they did win. And then they were away at Huddersfield and got a win. They also won in the Carabao Cup. Cool, what's that like? And then they had a home win against Cardiff, 2-1. An away win against Rotherham. And another away win in the Carabao Cup against Tranmere Rovers, 2-0 win. And then they've lost 1-0 to Hull at home. And I have to say, I'm kind of worried about those kind of results against lesser sides that are going to sting us a little bit. But given who they've managed to keep hold of, I think they can be similarly happy with who they've managed to keep. But they've also spent a lot of money on so-so players. Harry Winks.
Yeah, I will say the signs that they made at the beginning, I was kind of like, right, Winks and Cody. Cody's out now, isn't he? Cody's out with an injury.
I didn't know that.
And
okay, cool.
Yeah, I think he's out for a while. And they were both kind of like those standard Premier League teams going down signings, where you get a decent Premier League sort of veterans who maybe need to drop down a step, and it tends to be 50-50 whether they work.
Yeah.
Or someone's out on, or one of those players is out on loan by January, because then they want Premier League football. So I've not seen enough of it, but the fact that I do see the fact that Vestergaard starts does make me go, okay, all right, well, maybe there is a slip up in this team.
Yeah. You know what's going to happen though. Everyone's talking about Vestergaard. Remember that time he absolutely smashed it just past the halfway line, and it nearly rattled in the top corner. Do you remember that?
Are you saying Baz wouldn't stop that?
that?
Because if we're being perfectly honest, if Vestergaard hits it from 40 yards, it will go in.
It depends.
Be honest with yourself. Bazunu versus Vestergaard at 40 yards.
It depends how late he sees it.
That's not it. That's that. Does it go in? Has he positioned himself in the correct position to see where that ball was going?
Jack, you know the score. We can't say anything bad about Baz because Russell Martin will come for us.
I get it. It's just
he's made it very clear.
It's difficult.
We do not have a problem in that area. Okay.
We don't have a problem in that area. We do if he gets
very
injured.
Well,
you have a very big problem if he gets injured.
It's true. We do have a massive problem if he gets injured.
Insane problem.
Yeah, really, really bad problem actually. That's an excellent point. Let me see. I'm just reading through the comments here. I did actually try and get some. I did try and get hold of Lee Chappie, but we couldn't make the time.
And I do believe Chris is live on Leicester Till I Die right now.
Oh, is he? Is he live now?
Because I was in fact asked to go on it tonight, which would have been a lovely time because he doesn't like going. It feels like home going back to there. So if you want a good rundown, go over there. Who's on it with him? There is a Saints fan on.
Is it Football Martin?
Yeah. So that'll be a good show. Go watch that. You might actually get some insight.
Yeah.
But here's the big problem, mate. This is the biggest problem for Friday.
The
last time I saw Southampton play Leicester under the lights on Friday night, you weren't there. And this Friday, it's the same situation. And again, you're not there.
He's not there.
So you're really tempting some fate.
There ain't no way that's happening again.
But because this is Matchday Vlogs and we are who we are, what if it happens the other way around and it's our turn? What if this is it? What if Vestergaard falls apart? What if it's the opposite? Vestergaard falls apart and Shea Adams and Adam Armstrong run a riot.
And their left back gets sent off early.
Something crazy happens straight away.
Yeah.
Little bit of rain, and we just absolutely bottle them.
Yeah. Someone's called it out. My friend's called it out already. We do the reverse. Can you imagine? And we all know why Sky's doing it. And Sky basically wrecked it for me because I was looking forward to this fixture, and I knew I had something on the Friday night. And I was like, the second it got moved, I was like, I know what they've done. They've gone and done it. So, oh man.
But it's gonna if it happens this way, I'm not gonna say like it is unfortunate that you're not there, but also is some sort of satisfaction and justice for me. I'm not saying I'm owed anything from life.
It's not gonna happen.
I'm not owed anything in life, but I kind of feel I'm owed this.
You are that.
Because I had to do it there in the rain, and then I had to do it on a watch along.
Yeah.
So I deserve it.
Yeah. Yes. No, indeed.
Russell, mate, just do it for me. Yeah.
It's due. It's definitely due.
This is the most selfish call I'm going to make in football, that I'm owed this.
You are indeed owed this. Should we go for our predicted 11 then?
Let's do it.
Should we do that? I guess the good news is I don't think anyone's got injured in the international break.
And didn't Bednarak take a slight knock?
Oh, did he?
I think Bednarak came off.
Oh, okay.
But we'll see. I was happy when Shea went off last night. I saw your tweet when I agreed that seeing Shea, I was like, but if they won 1-0 and it was Shea.
I know, right?
And then Shea went off and I thought, right, come on, England. And then Stuart Armstrong came and I went.
Yeah. The second night we scored, I was like, oh yeah, it's kind of predictable now, isn't it? It's happening again. Right, let's stick in the team sheets. You ready for this? Stick in your preferred 11 in the comment section and fire away. Let us know what you're thinking whilst me and Jack rattle through this lot and see what we're doing with the team sheets. So now I can't remember why this is set up like this. I think this is still left over from our previous discussions on the previous game. So let's just run through it and assume that Bednarek is injured.
I don't want to, but yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying here. Bedders is injured. It's official now.
I don't know what. I only realised just before we came on that I think Russell's I think the presser was today.
Was it?
I think so. Yeah, I saw quotes on Twitter for Russ, and so I don't know if it was today, but it looked like it was to me.
My notifications normally go crazy. Oh look, there's us.
What's up?
I forgot to show it. What is this thing with aliens? It's all over my feed.
Yeah, Mexico have announced that they've got aliens and brought out some 1,000-year-old alien corpses. It's pretty wild.
Rad. Isn't it mad that
I'm excited.
in news like that, you're just kind of like, oh, okay. That's how mental this planet's got. You're just like, oh, okay.
It really is kind of crazy when you think of it like that. But
yeah.
like who has to say it for us to already go, oh my god, okay, this is on.
Yeah.
Stephen Fry?
I guess so. I'm looking on Alfie House's thing, and he's been pretty quiet on presser stuff. So I think it's tomorrow.
Maybe it's tomorrow.
I think it's tomorrow.
I just saw loads of quotes from Russell Martin from Alfie House.
Is it? Are they quotes or they're just stats?
I got quotes.
Okay.
I met with Graham Potter last week for a coffee. A brilliant guy, a brilliant manager. It was fascinating listening to him talk about Chelsea and how grateful he was for that experience. I don't know what this is, whether it's from an Alfie House interview.
From his new book. Who knows? Apparently it's tomorrow at 1:30. There you go. It's official.
Well, I'll be doing I got interviews tomorrow.
Luca, so. It is going to be a good game. This is slightly upsetting though. Can you
come on, Bob? Come on, you know where you are.
We'll do the score prediction later, but if you can just have a think
know where
about
you are,
that
bud.
one.
Come on.
Just have a think about it. I'm not saying you need to change it, but just have a think about it and then maybe have another go. Right. Let's do the defense. Okay. So Howard Bellis is right side or left sided?
I believe it's right side.
Okay. THB.
I knew you were going to do that. Laziness. Just
take up the whole pitch. It might.
Now, here. Who put in here then?
Well, if Bednarek's injured. Oh my goodness.
I think it should be Charles.
What a vote of confidence to Mason Holgate that would be.
It's just that I know it's a bounce back again a week stronger, but let's not put you in the fire line straight away.
Yeah.
Because if it is bad again, then we do have a serious problem. But you ease it in, like, okay, you had it wasn't just a howler last week; it was a real stinker.
Yeah.
So let's leave out this week. Let Shea in there control the game. There might be a point where maybe if Charles has to push forward at any point in the game, say Downs has to come off, Charles could push forward and Holgate could come on.
When we're 3-0 up.
Yeah, exactly. So
I like that.
For the sake of that and fear, let's put Charles there.
Yeah. Let's see what people are saying about this. Kidness 42 is also saying DHB and Charles. Yeah. Yeah.
And also, you know what they're going to do. It's going to be Vardy trying to run riot. So.
Yeah, it's going to be one for pace, and I mean, I do sympathise with the pro clubs. I really do. I think it's
going to be hard if you got a season ticket.
Yeah, try doing that. I've got one of the old ones I can try it with. No, I haven't. After this, as I mentioned direct before the stream, this office is an absolute mess. But little gems that I found. Found a little piece of a clay pigeon that I shot in Sweden. I think
are we just about to have a game of what's the most random thing on your desk right now?
Let's do it.
Okay.
I got a sticker of Raheem Sterling.
Oh my god. Okay. I've got Okay, I've got a Kermit the Frog sticker and a volume knob for a guitar.
I got one of these that's done by my youngest daughter. Look at that. Ah, brilliant. It's those beads that you then iron together.
I've got another sticker of Kermit the
It's not
Frog,
random. It's wonderful.
and I have another sticker of Kermit the Frog. In fact, I've got a lot of stickers of Kermit the Frog.
Yeah. I've got a Florida number plate with my name on it.
I'm going to beat this. Hold on. I've got a Save the World, Save Your Mother sticker.
That's good. I've got a fold out Southampton reusable carrier bag.
I'm about to win the randomness game.
Okay.
I have a sci-fi writer Kurt Vonnegut bookmark.
All right. I concede.
For
We'll move on to the next round.
All those sci-fi literary fans out there, big up yourself.
Yeah, sorry about that, everyone. We just had to get that sorted out. Lots of people saying it should be THB and Charles. I think that's what we're going to go with. Someone's going Holgate and Chaz. Okay.
I mean, like, listen, if Holgate starts, we're all behind him, and he's at St. Mary's. We're going to back him, and he should be
nervous.
playing, but we are nervous.
Yeah, considering what we saw. I think the fact was that defending from a dozy. I mean, he's not a defender, so But
yeah, we'll get to that position in a second. But I kind of think, given the defensive insecurities, that maybe a dozy doesn't start.
Yeah. Are we happy with this back line, Jack?
Yes.
I nearly called you Charles. Charles on the brain.
Kayla Rendell in goal. The best keeper on the books.
Yeah. Okay, Flynn Downs, CDM.
Stays. Of course he does.
Yeah. Carry that. Right, now we get interesting.
I'm so sorry, Charlie. You've got to come off the pitch and Adam Armstrong goes down there. In the big Scotsman, McAdams goes up top.
Yeah.
Haggis. That's what they like. Iron brew.
Our very own flower of Scotland.
Nailed it. But I love that midfield three of Armstrong, Smallbone, and Downs.
Defensively, though, it's a little bit ropey, wasn't it?
It was a little bit. That's why I'm kind of thinking maybe start Stu.
Okay.
Pop Stu in there.
Stewie.
Stu. I believe he's a lawyer.
I heard that. I have heard that.
I do think Fraser starts as well. What about you?
Really? Okay.
Mm-hmm. Fraser and Sulemana for my money.
Yeah. We're all thinking it. We're all thinking, how on earth have we kept Calmadine Sulemana?
And we've all seen that little turn at practice. It's amazing.
Yeah, and we've all seen the graphic that I've already made up, which basically has the answer. I put a question mark in there. It's not guaranteed, but is he the answer?
Is he to you?
Yes.
Yeah. Because last season he was wicked. All he was missing was the goal. And let's be fair, he was in a team where he was never going to get the assists.
No.
And it was very difficult for him to get that first goal. But then you had the Liverpool game. Okay, fair play. That keeper didn't have a great game, but he was electric.
Yeah. It does excite me seeing a player like that in a Saints shirt, because I think it's I mean, when I first heard about him, a lot of people were describing him as a Alan St. Maximin sort of a player, very quick, very aggressive, and generally causing a nuisance.
Mane 2.0. Mane 2.0.
Yeah, it's a good shout as well. Yeah, quick in his movements, and I think we're definitely going to need it. And Sulemana versus Vestergaard.
Imagine. Even do you know what I know something? Even Adam Armstrong versus Vestergaard. Imagine like Armstrong running at him with that little 5 yards of pace. He's gonna tie him up.
Even Paul Nwacho against Yannick Vestergaard.
Well,
Have I gone too far? Have I gone?
Is it bad? Like when you saw the video of Paul landing in Turkey, super happy with the shirt on, having a good time, you're like, yeah, fair play, man.
I'm genuinely happy for him. I think he, it was never really a good fit. He sat on the bench, earned loads of money, and now he's going to go and play some football again. So I think he'll be all right.
He's one of those things where it's like anyone that says he's a bad player, it's like I disagree because we didn't get to see him play in the way that he needs to play to be optimal. Is he a good all-round football player? No. But is he a good goal scorer for a team that plays to that style? Yes, he would have been.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be easy. I'm sure he's gonna have a great season in Turkey. And who knows? Maybe next year he just comes back and we're like, all right, then, time to go again.
He's on loan, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's an obligation to buy there, but I feel like we won't get our 18 million back.
Is it 18?
18. 18. We paid for that, man.
Flipping out.
Yeah, it's upsetting that, isn't it?
Yeah, very. Right, so that is our chosen 11. We're going to lock that one in. I think the exciting ones to watch are, of course, Flynn Downs in that holding midfield role. Anna Armstrong in the attacking midfield. Generally has been causing a lot more problems when he's been playing in that area. Fraser on the wing. Do you know what? If you said that to me before the QPR game, I would have said, you're absolutely mad. And he's one of those players that if you spoke to a lot of Geordie fans, they're like, oh, you're not going to like him. He's not a good one for the side, but he's looked fantastic. I mean, we've seen him very, very small amount, but from what I've seen, it looks very, very good. And Shea. I think the performance of Shea against Sunderland was a little bit jaded, but considering all the distractions that was going on literally 12 hours before, it's not surprising. It was kind of like the worst time to have an early fixture.
Watching him last night, watching Shea last night against England, it reeked of last season. I was like, yeah, he's just there, not touching the ball. No one's delivering it to him. No one's doing it. And I just thought, oh my God, when he comes back and he's got Adam Armstrong sat just behind him, his best mate. And they're just playing off of each other. It's going to be great.
Yeah, it's exciting. For me, the worry is this area here.
Mm-hmm.
To a certain extent, Bellis, because we haven't seen him playing the squad yet. So just generally this side against the Jamie Vardy.
We're at that scary stage still where we haven't seen the best starting 11 from Southampton.
Mm-hmm.
Or what the most optimal starting 11 is for what we have. Like we haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
I don't think any side really has seen it.
No.
We've still got every game we've lost another player due to injury or selling someone, so that it's been a bit makeshift. And then in the last game, it was that day after deadline day where it's the other way around, where you've just bought players, but none of them are ready to go.
Yeah.
Now we're in a spot where, okay, all the players that you've got, well, that's fine. Now who starts? Okay, exactly they're injured now. Gonna have to wait a little bit to find out what it's really like. But like you say, this team with Bednarak and Bellis, or you have Jack Stevens and Bednarak, a fully fit squad.
Yeah,
it's electric. It's gonna do stuff.
Indeed. I mean, the defense of Leicester doesn't particularly worry me. The midfield, I mean, Harry Winks, Kieran Dewsbury Hall, Pereira, Ndidi to a certain extent. Was Iniacho the one that when we last played them at St Mary's, we won 1-0. It's our first. It was the last time we had a clean sheet.
Yeah.
And I think Iniacho should have scored about 3 or 4.
Yeah, it was.
If we're all honest,
we were hanging on there. Yeah. It was one of those where we were just holding on to our lives for that.
Exactly. It should have been a 3-1 loss. Really, really should have. So yeah, they do have a lot of the same players that caused us problems last season. But you got to look at Jamie Vardy being brought on around 70th minute. Perhaps he's not one that can play a full 90 anymore.
But
just needs a bit more Red Bull.
Here's the thing about Vardy, mate. You can't play a full 90 minutes.
Mm.
All the same time, he can.
Mm.
And in those moments where he needs to switch it on, he still has it. If you get him in the right point, if he conserves his energy right, he's still Jamie Vardy.
Yeah.
Which is mental, given how old is he? 37?
I don't know.
Chat, tell us how old Jamie Vardy is, but boy still is kicking it, and he can still run.
Yeah, well, he plays in the number 9 shirt.
Good, thank you.
Yeah, that's useful, isn't it? I agree with this one though. No Harvey Barnes, that is a relief. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Right, well, that is our chosen 11. We've locked it in. Now it's time to move to the rather more audacious side of the show where me and Jack are going to meet. Jack and I let's get pulled off on it. Jack and I are going to be going through our score predictions in just a moment. So now's your chance to smash in your score prediction in the chat section or in the comment section if you're watching this on replay. And we will be going through all of those right after this. Right then. Score prediction time. Now, considering you're the one going to this game, I kind of feel that I should give the floor to you, really, for this. I mean, you said a number earlier that it's going to be retribution time, and I'm not sure how confident you are on that. But what are you thinking? What are you thinking?
I'm thinking, should I say it?
So I just typed the number in already.
Yeah, just type it in because that's what I'm thinking, and that's what I want. That's what this show's all about. I won't even say it. I'm sure it'll be right. Give your one.
You want me to write in the?
You write in what you think I'm thinking.
Okay.
And whatever that is right.
Okay.
You know what I'm thinking. You know what I want.
So if the chat can guess it, let me see.
Come on, chat. What am I thinking?
What is Jack thinking?
What's Jack thinking?
What's Jack thinking? What's his
and then once given you've seen what I've got, I will then give you all my goal scorers. The fact that I've got all my goal scorers to lend you into what I think.
Okay, I'm gonna go for a 3-1 Southampton win.
That is a conservative, nice score for what's about to come.
And I think Jack is going with 9-0.
Here it comes. This is going to be not only going to be at the insane time. This is how the channel is going to really take off. So we're going to blow up. This is where we're going to think it.
If you get all 9 right, then sorry, I got a bug.
Good
Go
job.
on, like that. I should have mounted the window.
I just want it, mate. Yeah, it's lined up for glory. What's a footballing story if it's not a footballing story, eh?
Okay, who's getting 4 goals in our side? Because one of our players will get 4 goals if it's that number.
Shay Adams.
Okay, yeah.
Shay Adams gets 4. Armour gets 2. Sulemana gets 1. Smallbone gets 1. And Shay Charles gets 1.
Header at the far post.
Yeah.
Towers above Vestergaard.
Yeah, it's gonna be mental. I've got my mate. I'm bringing the best good luck charm I've got with me on Friday. My nan's coming to the game.
There you go. It's happening.
It's happening.
It's happening.
After all this time, it's finally happening. It's going to be amazing.
Oh dear. Right. Let's start.
I'm not saying Hamlet's my bad luck charm there, by the way, because a little bit, but
oh dear.
So yeah, so who's your goal scorer is going to be?
Who are my goal scorers? I'm going to go for Flynn Downs going to get a goal, and Shay's going to get a goal. And Ryan Fraser.
Love it.
All right.
Love it.
Slightly. Ooh.
Bit audacious, that, mate. Ryan Fraser scoring. Calm it down.
He nearly got one in his last game, didn't he? Right, let's go through the chat session. Is that we're not doing that? We're not
I
fishing.
think the craziest thing about my score is that we're keeping a clean sheet.
I know that's the bit that I'm like, if you said 9-3, I'd be like, yeah, stick a tenner on that. Yeah.
Championship.
BeGambleAware.org. Right. Charlie Matthews is with me. He's going for a 3-1. A Watford fan whose name is Watford fan. I like that. And also had to say I support what I guessed that by your name, but thank you. It's going for a 3-1 also, like that. It's going for a 2-0 win. Big recovery and redemption following the last league game. Do you know, I'd love it if we got a clean sheet. I'd be just as happy as that.
I'd also like Baz to get an assist. If that's a crazy thing to think of. I think that eventually it will happen.
That'd Baz be championship football, that would be then, wouldn't it?
But Baz nails, like, from a corner, maybe just absolutely pumps it up quick.
Yeah. Don't hate that. Don't hate that at all. Geordie team for live going for 3-2 Southampton. Wins a win. Singatili reckons it was going to be 3-1 Jack, 2-0 Mike. Am I that predictable? Apparently not. Christine, Saints lose 7-0. I'm so sure. I put a bet on it. Oh, come on.
Can I say, Christine, you've also put a comment there about we got more likely by being abducted by aliens. They literally just announced aliens today. So what we saying here?
Yeah.
The Mexican aliens have arrived and
never
they're going to win 9-0.
Absolutely mad. Lukey Boy's going for a 1-1. Nick's going for a 2-1. Cameron is upping it even more. It's going for a 10-0. Hopefully that's going the right way. Jonathan's going for a hard 1-2-1. Stu Armour in the last minute. Oh. Max ain't feeling so confident. I reckon we lose 3-1. Cameron is changing his 10-0 to a rather more conservative 3-1, which is what I think it's going to be. Alpha Game is going for a 1-0 Baz Masterclass, not defensive masterclass, Baz Masterclass. He nicks it at the end from a corner. Cool, like that. Can you imagine if we're 0-0 in stoppage time?
And he goes up for a corner.
And Russell Martin's like, go. Love it.
No, what Russell will do is look at him dead eye and be like, it's time.
It's time. I know you want that clean sheet, but I'm going to send you up for a corner at 0-0. Yeah. Can't actually do that, but it'll be fun. Cameron said chat thinking 9-0. You were right. Chat thinking 18-0. Why?
You were right.
Not going to put up the next comment. Right. Lordo Benny's going for a 3-1 Saints. Armour and Alcaraz. Jack is thinking, does pineapple go on a pizza? No, it does not.
Absolutely does not.
Yeah. Let me see. Any more for any more? I think. Oh, Singatili for 2-2. Josh going for 3-1. All the way from Bulgaria. Oh, what are you doing, Bulgaria?
Nice.
In
nice.
Sofia. Gets very, very hot in the summer and very, very cold in the winter. Very strange. Very strange. You can ski there. Anyway, enough of my
This is the wrong channel for that, mate. You've got a different channel for that.
Different channel for that, yeah. Luke's going for a 2-1 Saints, Shea Charles header and Adams. And I think that's it. Lovely. No, he's in burgers.
I just had burgers.
I left that one open for you, Jack. I knew it was coming.
Thank you, man.
Well done. So that is our thoughts of the score prediction.
Look how stupid that score looks down there.
I know. But if you're right, that's going to look amazing.
This is it. This is our time. Our time in the sun is that now. It's Friday night.
Bookmark it. Wow. Quite something. So there we go.
Saints win 9-0 and a snap election is announced, and things start to turn around.
Yeah, aliens invaded. Saints win 1-0. Yeah, HMS walked the league. Happy days.
Is that what they call it? Is it on this channel? It is.
Yeah. These streams always get demonetized anyway, so it doesn't really matter.
Do you know what the funny thing is? At the Sunderland game, me and Sarah had a conversation on camera. It didn't go in the vlog of certain words that I can't use also on the vlog, and what I can replace them with.
Okay. So can you go through the replacements? And we'll let the chat session decide what
brick outhouse.
Okay.
Thunder punt. Because you punt the ball very hard.
Okay.
You do that.
Okay. Thunder punt. I'm scared to ask the chat session what they think that's in place of, but we're doing it.
So yeah, those are the main ones that took a bit of working out.
I've left my water somewhere. Water.
Outrageous. You don't have a beer? Come on.
No, I don't.
Yeah. Say hi, pal.
It's
you're taking one of your blues in.
Sparkling water from Pret with a see-through label because it's look at that. That's spooky. That's actually that's green.
Mate, you can't bring out the sparkling water from Pret.
Why is that not see-through? Oh, it is there though. There's a green label. It's green. What's wrong with it?
This is what they all come here for. This is where the drop-off is. It's the end of the show, by the way.
Well, we fall into randomness, random things you find in your office. In case anyone wasn't on the show earlier, me and Joe were going through random stuff on the desk because I'm going through massive clear at the moment.
Are we having one more game, one more round?
Yeah, one more go. I found 4 disused iPhones.
Nice. Okay. I raise you.
Okay.
The dog from the mask, whose head is green, henceforth that's why it's then. And a counter clicker.
That's good. You're doing 2 items there. Look at that. Oh, I guess because I have 4 of them. I raise you the plastic Casio watch that my wife made me use when I went to Johannesburg in South Africa because she was worried that if I took my nice watch, I'd lose my hand.
Okay, I got a limited edition England Pikachu.
Wow, what's that worth?
What's it worth? I don't know. A trip into Sports Direct.
That's not one of those like Logan Paul ones. I thought it was gonna be like worth $1 million.
Oh, it is. It's worth trillions, and I could buy the club if I wanted to, but I choose not to because I'm humble.
No, let's do it. It'd be amazing.
Mate, have you seen what we've been doing recently? We pretty much around the club anyway. Please let us come back.
Yeah, please. We've got some fun ideas. Right. Well, let us know where you're going to be watching the game from on Friday night. If you're going down to the stadium, I unfortunately won't be there on Friday night. But Jack will be there with his nan.
With my nan. Listen, you guys might not think it's cool, but this is a bucket list item, so we're very excited about it. It's going to be the best vlog.
I can't wait.
One of the best games that I've been to was with Mike's granddad because he's a Portsmouth fan. He wouldn't stop singing it. It was kind of funny. It's great.
It was great. Yeah.
And the blower's mine with Uber. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yeah, that was funny. It's like it kept offering the Uber driver like 10 quid and it's like, how much was it? It's like, no, it's done, granddad. It's fine. Sort it out. The funny thing is my own father couldn't figure out Uber as well. And it's like, I expected you to know.
Yeah,
like,
come on, mate, work it out.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it's going to be a fun one. It's always weird playing on a Friday night because then it kind of means that if it goes well, you're relaxed for the rest of the weekend. If it goes badly, you're kind of looking around at the weekend. But let's face it, the loss before the international break, with other teams losing as well and dropping points, perhaps wasn't as bad as what made out. The only difficult thing is the fact of goal difference, which is going to be looking particularly bad at the moment. So we need Jack's 9 goals to make that up. That is for sure.
I need you all to visualize. If you've got wish boards, if you pray to a deity or a lord, please do so.
There we go. There we go. That's you've heard him. You know what you need to do. Let's make this happen. That'd be fantastic. Well, I'm going to close out the show. It's been absolutely fantastic joining you all live. If you are watching this on replay, feel free to put in your predictions and thoughts on Friday night's game in the comment section. We can keep the conversation going that way. But all that's left for me to say is, as always, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And me and Jack will see you in the next one. All right, see ya.